Welcome back to Grow Joyfully and Garden Tour Saturday. I'm still gardening, mostly inside the greenhouse. A few things are popping up in the flower beds. This is the only one that we've really gotten raked. Believe it or not, it's time to actually mow. I love this time of year. It's one of the best in my opinion. This is brand new last year, and look at all the grass already. So that is something we fight constantly, is the quackgrass. I was able to work on this bed, I think I showed you before, and I dug up the soil, tried to dig out all the quackgrass, but as you can see, there's a couple coming back. Put beautiful dairy compost on, and then sprinkled a bunch of seeds in there, and hopefully they'll grow. And my daughter planted this cute little thing. It has this great long name. It's going to take me a while to memorize it. Maybe I'll ask her what it is and put it on the screen. So we have to cover it with wire because of our dear cats and our dog. Just wanted to show you this hellebore. It's its second year and it's looking incredible. I really do love the color. It's one of my favorite ones. And then my husband just bought that one over there. My daughter has one on the porch that she hasn't decided where she wants to plant it yet. But it's coming along. It is constant work, and it is something that we enjoy, so it's okay. We're just hoping that our bodies keep up with the demand. As you can see, it is a beautiful day outside, and I'm so grateful for it. Right now, the only thing I have planted is the garlic over there in that bed, and then the peas that are going to grow up the cattle panel, and only one container still of strawberries that I've cleaned out. I'm trying to do this thing a little, this thing a little, that thing a little, and it seems like I'm getting a lot of nothing done. Of course, I spend a lot of time with my family, and that comes first. And my mom and dad's heirloom rhubarb is coming up. I'm excited about that because that's all we have. We have this and 2 small pots in the greenhouse, and I think my son has a little patch of it. He thought it died, but it was just overwintering, so that's a wonderful thing. And here's the rhubarb that I bought from probably Home Depot or something like that. The chives are looking good and smelling really good too. That's wonderful. Garden Tour Saturday is hosted by Grandma Sandy. She's got a wonderful channel, and she's always been a very wonderful, supportive friend. The co-hosts are Suffolk Susie, Patricia N. Cube, and Growing on Vancouver Island. And all 3 of those have a great, great channel too. Please check them out. I love how we love and support each other, help each other with our channels and with our lives. I want to give a shout out to Krista from Almost Off Grid Grandma, that I'm thinking of her, praying for her, and I hope that she does get some good rest and feels better about things and just really enjoys a great, great growing season and a great summer. I know her winter's been hard and she's had to do a lot of work, and I just admire her, so I'm sending out love and a shout out to her. We all have our struggles. Every one of us, every day. I struggle with my things, especially losing my mom, and Renee at Renee's Secret Garden has been fighting leukemia and doing wonderfully, and I'm very, very proud of her and her fortitude, her positive attitude, and just how well she does. So another shout out to Renee at Renee's Secret Garden. I do think of all of you and what you might possibly be going through in your lives, and just want to tell you how much I love you. Ruthie's Pavilion is just sitting here and waiting for somebody to come out and enjoy it. I think I'm just going to call it the pavilion, because when I say Ruthie, it makes me sad because I miss my mom. So this is the pavilion, and you guys know that it's Ruthie's. So we'll just leave it there. I still have to cut these golden glow back. These golden glow flowers are from my mom and dad's house. And again, they're very old. They are from the Rudbeckia family. And they grow up really tall and skinny. And the flower heads are only about like that. They're very bright yellow and very cheerful. It's 11:14 and 43 degrees outside. It's about 53 degrees inside the greenhouse. The herbal tea of the day is hibiscus and raspberry leaf. Now I need to get going and water all of these plants. That's a little bit of a job, but I'm up to it. Let's get going. I really want to spend all day today and tomorrow working on the greenhouse, getting beds ready to plant things. But we have a couple of commitments that will prevent that. And they're very good commitments. But nonetheless, it does take me away from my beloved greenhouse. And that's okay. We can do this, right? This Italian striped zucchini, it's going to be fine for another 3 days, right? Please tell me that. This is a place where I come to center myself and cheer myself up and just feel grounded and busy. I feel busy here because there's a lot to do, and I love that. I love to stay very, very busy. The broccoli Sun King is getting bigger, finally. I'm excited about that. It has been going very, very slow. There's a yellow fleshed watermelon that we got the seeds from my son. And before I get too busy, I have got to pot up the Dr. Wychees. They are so crowded in there. Oh yeah, and the mortgage lifter. Wow. Okay, the cups are all filled. They have holes poked in them. I have the Garden Tone fertilizer in it. They've been watered and they're ready to have some mortgage lifter and Dr. Wychees potted up. I have the names written on them. That way I'm saving some money on tags. So for the cups, I'm trying to write the names on them this year and then save the tags for the little pots like this. This is a Paul Robeson, and some of these are getting bigger so that I need to pot them up again. They're really looking healthy. I'm still using the yeast fertilizer that I learned about from Krista at Almost Off-Grid Grandma, and I thank her for that. I think things are really doing well this year because I've been using that yeast fertilizer, and please consult her video or my videos on the yeast fertilizer, how to use it, how to mix it up. I didn't get as many roots as I wanted to with this one, and it's just a little fella, so I'm not sure how it's going to do. All we can do is try. And heaven knows that I have enough to have one or two die. Get another one out, separate it very carefully. Make a hole with the dibber. Put it down in the hole. Come on. And firm up the soil around it. And we'll go on to the next one. Now I'll move these and make room for the other ones. So I will only have 5 mortgage lifters potted up. I'm going to have to move these guys to a gallon-sized pot until I can get to them, and until we get that other greenhouse put together. It's still not anywhere near to being delivered here, of course. We just got an email today that said, your greenhouse will be delivered on April 1st. Well, see, that's got to be an April Fool's joke because this is now April 4th. The lovely mail system, right? Look how crowded these poor things are. I'm going to get about 7 or 8 cups and pot these up and then put these into a gallon pot so that they just have room to spread out their roots. Take a look at that root system. It is very root bound, and it's past time for them to be taken gently apart and put in their own little cups. I'm sure there's no way that I can use all of these Dr. Wychees, but we're going to give it the old school try. So we'll get them in here. I've put in the really nice potting soil vermiculite. Then I put some Garden Tone organic fertilizer in, shake it up, move it around, then water it, then use my dibber and make a hole. These guys want to hang on to each other. Try to get as much root as you can. That is not a lot. I've done a lot better with other seedlings. So these guys are pretty wound up together. It's a little better. Get him down in the hole. Get his roots situated. And it's all watered and it's ready to go. So when I finish these other cups, I am going to put this in this big one here, this gallon pot right here, and they'll be able to spread out their roots and they'll feel a lot better. I took the bottom part of the roots off. Then I'm probably going to remove this bottom part here so it's not quite so long. Tease the roots apart, and that way they'll spread out a lot better in the pot. I have room for one more Dr. Wychees tomato plant. And I'll get it down in the soil and get it covered up. And then to save time and space, I'm just going to get some more of this dirt off and try to spread out the roots a bit, like this. Then I have the soil prepared. I'm going to make a little well, stick it down in there. I'm going to water it in. I think it really helps the roots to settle. And then put a little bit more potting soil around the outer edges of the seedlings. There, now that's going to have to do until I can get to them. I've got to tuck those roots in. Got to make sure all those roots are covered up. So it looks a bit of a mess, but I think that's going to help save them until I can get them potted up separately and we can get that greenhouse here, fingers crossed, and get it put up, because we're definitely going to need some more room. But things are coming along. I am enjoying this time of year so much in the greenhouse. I'm enjoying potting up, first of all, planting all the seeds, and then seeing them grow and germinate, and then taking them as a seedling and putting them in their separate cups when I can, and just see them continue to grow and develop and look better and better. So I'm pretty excited about that. This is how I'm gardening on my garden tour Saturday. How are you gardening? Can you plant outside? Like Natalie from Find Joy in the Journey can, and I think Miss Gail from Georgia Peach Nut can. Some of you can. Some of you are still trying to be really careful. I think Jen also can plant out from Easy Street with Jen. So a bunch of you are getting to where you can. I think those that are down in California in different spots, I know Grandma Sandy and Angel and Patricia and Cube, they're able to put some things out. And in fact, they do a lot of gardening all year round. So I just encourage you to keep on gardening. Well, I have everything watered. I have the fan on. And I hope everything's going to have a good day. Things are growing, growing, growing. Look at those jack-o'-lanterns. I really love this time of year, growing things and being able to be in the greenhouse. And I hope you guys are having a great time too, thinking and dreaming of gardening. We don't have to dream of spring anymore because it's here, and I'm so happy. And I hope you're having a really great garden tour Saturday and getting a lot of stuff done, enjoying the sunshine if you have sunshine, tolerating the bad weather if you have bad weather, because we've had plenty of it here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.